From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Air Force's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Falcons are marching down the field. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Air Force.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Marking the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On first down, read option to the left. It's a fumble on the play. the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for it all, and it paid. With the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Give to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Using the quick game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got him. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Falcons have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This crowd knows when to bring it. To throw on third down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Cole finds his man on the left. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Direct snap. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Plows through the defense. And some room to work. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll go to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. On the run, still looking. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete to the right. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Catch in the middle. It's Graves. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on 1st down. Looking to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Quarterback extends the play. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bring in the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Loss of 2. It's now 3rd and goal.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Military stun! Military stun!
We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s. They're up by 18 over UCF. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this. Back in this offense, you got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to back and leaves it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's DeLuca. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Air Force offense will take over.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Falcons in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Unloads to the right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good game. Return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. Looking for room at the 25. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Falcons! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
There he goes! They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared